people have lined up already in advance with things to say and some things to share with you all. If anyone else has anything they want to say afterwards, or if you prepared a poem or a song, we'll have time at the end to include everybody's comments.
We have a microphone.
Oh, can you hear in the back there? Yeah. You can hear. Okay. Okay.
We do hear you.
So these are some little limericks that John and I came up with. I don't know if you're familiar with wait, don't tell me, where there's a limerick and then there's a word missing at the end. So we're going to attempt that. Okay.
Don't delay too long.
Okay. Mom. Some called it Wisconsin's posterior. In Duluth, they sure thought it inferior. But when asked to confide, Georgia speaks up with pride. My friend, I come from Superior.
Okay. This one's called The Baldwin. 'Twas her favorite piano in childhood, but her family sold it for good. She thought one day she'd find it because she had signed it with the marks of her teeth in the wood.
So she actually was so upset that her parents sold the piano that she took her teeth and bit into the piano. We're still looking for the piano.
Maybe it's in the park.
Oh, I get the easy ones. After graduating université, she went to teach classes each day. Her students couldn't hear, but she said, "Have no fear, I'll teach you to speak in Green Bay."
Okay. Why waste your time at a disco when you can go north up to Wisco? A week spent in Flicker where the water is thicker. Then the cousins all head back to Frisco. Okay.
Georgia hates games where you babble and sport where you cavort with the rabble. I like my games quiet with a vocabulary diet. In short, I much prefer Scrabble.
Okay. Your family, daughters, and son, and all the rest of the Hun, we're all here to say, happy birthday, GA. And next year you'll be 91. So we could either do, I think the kids have a Mad Lib that they're going to do. Are you going to do the Mad Lib now? Okay. They're going to do the Mad Lib, and then we can just, if people have something to do, to say, you can just stand up and do it, or actually come up here and do it.
These are my 5 jewels who are here today. And one of them is down in Santa Fe. Right? He's a ranger with the Scouts in Santa Fe, and he chose to be there instead of here today.
Okay, so
I used to write the lyrics.
Stand up and talk back.
okay, Talia, go. Yeah. So explain what happened.
Okay, is everyone familiar with Mad Libs?
Yes.
Okay, I'll explain it. So we gave you guys cards with like a noun, a verb, something. And so we basically wrote this story and we left out some of the blanks, and we're going to use what you wrote in our story. So it's not going to make sense, but that's what makes it funny. Okay? Okay, please follow along. Okay. One day in 1929, Georgia was born in Superior, Wisconsin. She lived with her parents and her sister Judy. As a child, she attended Howe grade school and spent her time helping out her parents shop, taking care of Judy, and listening to the radio. She also enjoyed playing hopscotch, roller skating, and
water polo.
Georgia had many dolls and made all of their middle names Anne, but her favorite activity was practicing
The banjo.
on the ball. Later, during her time at the University of Illinois, she met Ailey and they fell in love. They got married and moved to Evanston, Illinois. She worked a fulfilling career as a
Pretty.
teacher for the deaf and enjoyed playing the piano. She had 3 wonderful kids, Larry, Lisa, and Diana, who enjoyed her cooking, music, and
Coin collecting.
Coin collecting.
Years later, Yaya and Papa had created a large, loving, and
Slimy.
family. She has taught her 6 grandkids. He's gonna read the names.
Andrew Michael Sleep. Tom Hanks. Charlie. Abba. Archie. Archie. What's it say?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald.
So, yeah, okay. Those are the grandkids. Where are we here? Okay. Every summer, the entire family packs up the
Limo.
and goes up to northern Wisconsin for a week full of
Rhubarb.
rhubarb,
Vodka.
campfires, and canoes. It is up there that the cousins have gotten so close and made lifelong memories. We always know that after a
27.
degree day on the lake, you can go back to Flicker for some
Friendly.
rye bread and butter, a slice of turkey, and any other
Lovely.
food we can manage to find in the cabin. Yaya's classic meal of bluebird paprikash and egg noodles has also been a fan favorite for years, squeezing almost 108 people into Flicker has gotten a little more challenging as we grow up, but it is where we make the memories we will cherish forever. Still to this day, you can find Georgia playing bridge with her friends and wowing everyone with her
Bassoon.
abilities. Everyone who meets her instantly feels her
Delicious.
warmth and kindness. Whether you know her as a meeting planner,
Distant relative.
or a
Mischievous.
women, we all can agree that she is a role model. Yaya, you have taught us how to,
Slide.
and for that we cannot thank you enough. Thank you for creating such a warm and wonderful family, and happy birthday from your 6 grandkids. We love you so much. Happy
24.
birthday.
Lisa,
Diana.
explain why I'm called Yia Yia.
Diana's gonna do something. Okay. I'm Diana, her daughter. This one is something I wrote. I was thinking about writing a poem, and then I couldn't think of a poem, so I just wrote an essay. This one's called A Hand to Georgia. When I was a little girl, I would hold your hand when we walked down the street, giving me a feeling of love and security. Now, I have the opportunity again to hold your hand when we walk down the street, giving you a little extra security as we continue our mother-daughter relationship. One of my other early memories was sitting on your lap after dinner and trying to clap your hands together while you would occasionally divert your hands so they would not touch like this. This always made me break out into giggles. We often played music together, your hands on the piano and my hands on the violin. You accompanied me at many violin recitals. And now, you've handed down your love and passion for music to my kids. Let's hand it to you, Georgia, Mom, Yaya, for giving us this opportunity to celebrate your 90th birthday.
Thank you.
A hand to Georgia.
You notice I'm called Yia Yia, which is Greek for grandmother. When Xander was learning how to talk, he couldn't say grandma, And Lisa's friend, who was Greek, said, try Yia Yia. And he immediately said Yia Yia. And all 6 of them call me Yia Yia now.
So I'm gonna play a song I wrote for Yia.
Oh my God.
It's a recent composition, so it's not polished. And then after that, I'm gonna play a tune called Old Joe Clark that I learned a very long time ago, and I've been playing for Yia for many, many years.